Bungie will release their next expansion, Lightfall, on February 28th of this year. And with the new expansion, and most important for this video, removal of all previous expansion seasonal content, aka really important weapons that become nearly unobtainable outside a few sources like Xur's weekly inventory. Welcome back, gang, it's Deltia from deltiasgaming.com, and in this video, I'm going to give you the 10 best seasonal weapons to obtain and craft pre-Lightfall before it's too late. Make sure to do me a big favor and check the links in the description below for each weapon posted on my website with god rolls for both PvE and PvP, and do me a big favor by smashing that thumbs up button and subscribing for more Destiny 2 content. Let's get started. All weapons on this list are craftable, which require you to own specific content and 5 patterns to be obtained, also known as red bars. I'm not going to go into detail for brevity's sake, but I will list each season that these weapons can be obtained. TLDR, you'll need to do a lot of seasonal quests and activities in order to upgrade and purchase perks for each vendor. This will allow and guarantee red bar drops per week. Depending on when you watch this video, you should get at least 1 weapon per seasonal vendor. Moving on to our first on our list, and one of my favorite currently, that's Retrofit Escapade. Retrofit Escapade starts our list, and it's a void rapid-fire machine gun released during this current season of the Seraph. Machine guns have a good ad clear, but lack somewhat in boss damage versus other metal-heavy weapons. This light machine gun, however, has a perk that competes with even the highest DPS and damage weapons in the game while offering superior ad clear and ammo economy. This machine gun has a new perk known as Target Lock. This gives a stacking damage buff the longer you remain on the target, paired with 4 times the charm, which generates 2 bullets in the mag for every 4 precision hits. This ensures you get to ramp up your damage and stay on the target longer. Combine this weapon with a Void Hunter and volatile rounds, and you'll be not only dominating AoE damage, but boss damage. Keep in mind, volatile rounds had a change recently to the amount of procs, but after testing this weapon, it's still great and highly recommended. Moving on to our number 9 weapon, that's the sniper rifle Thoughtless. Thoughtless is a stasis-adapted frame sniper rifle released during the opening season of the Witch Queen Season of the Risen, and it's a great contender for a fantastic special ammo damage weapon. With the meta being controlled by precision weapons, snipers are an obvious pick for a little extra damage. Overflow and Fireline being the go-to perk combo for group content, giving you up to 14 bullets in the magazine and a damage boost for simply standing near allies. This weapon being stasis also grants the advantage of being easily paired with Font of Might mod, giving even more damage for every shot. Should you want to take this into PvP, its long zoom and high aim assist gives you great opportunity to easily take out your opponents with 1 headshot. Whether you're a Sweat Lord PvPer or you want some extra burst damage, you're going to need to add this to your arsenal. Next up is one of my favorites on my main Arc Titan, and that's the Ikelos SMG. The Ikelos SMG is a 750 RPM arc aggressive frame submachine gun. This weapon has had 2 previous versions in the game, the original being sunset with the release of Beyond Light DLC, and the second version released in Season 11. The third version is no less potent of a weapon with a whole new perk pool, including some strong subclass synergistic perks. What makes this version particularly unique is the unique magazine perk known as Seraph rounds. Seraph rounds combine the benefit of armor-piercing rounds, ricochet, and high caliber rounds into 1 perk, giving a magazine that is beneficial regardless of the content. This version of the SMG got released in Season 19 with an updated perk pool including Volt Shot, a must-have PvE perk that can jolt enemies for reloading after a kill, and Rangefinder, a PvP perk that increases the zoom of your weapon, allowing you to reach enemies further away. I love pairing this weapon with my Arc Titan, destroy massive amounts of ads with my weapons and grenades. Moving on to our number 7 on the list, and very fun and unique trace rifle Hollow Denial. The Hollow Denial is a void adaptive trace rifle released during Season of the Haunted. Like many trace rifles, may not be on the top of the meta for both PvE and PvP, but they're some of the most fun and unique weapons in the game. It can roll with Killing Tally, a stacking damage buff the more enemies you kill before stowing or reloading. It also has some great void subclass synergy with Repulsor Base, which gives you an overshield after killing a void debuffed enemy, paired with an origin trait that also heals you when killing enemies while near enemies, making you incredibly tanky. Is this a meta-changing weapon? Absolutely not, but it's fun and you should obtain it before it becomes near impossible. Next up is a meta weapon, and that's number 6, the Disparity. Disparity is a stasis-aggressive 4-burst pulse rifle released during this Season of the Seraph. Pulse rifles are commonly used as an anti-champion weapon in difficult PvE content like Grandmasters and are meta choices in PvP. The Disparity hit the game really hard in Season 19, a season already full of great weapon choices, offering some of the best pulse rifle perks for both PvE and PvP. With perks like Desperado, Kill Clip, Headstone, Rapid Hit, Moving Target, and Frenzy, there are so many options to craft your perfect weapon, and the flexibility and options combined with crafting makes this perfect for any build or loadout. Stasis also pairs well with the Font of Might mod, which should now be unlocked for all players regardless if you collected them from Ada. So collect, experiment, and dominate. Next up is a very powerful and beloved scout rifle at number 5, and that's Tarnished Mettle. The Tarnished Mettle is an ARC lightweight 200 RPM scout rifle. Tarnished Mettle, like many other scout rifles, is also favored in harder content because you can't necessarily be at close range in Grandmasters and you want to avoid getting one-shot by enemies. This was released during the pirate-themed Season of the Plunder and has a cool aesthetic and awesome perk pool. With an ARC subclass synergistic perk, Volt Shot, this can jolt enemies causing chain lightning, destroying an entire room of adds with just a few shots, making this very powerful and deadly. Unlike the Ikelos SMG that also has Volt Shot, you can stay at a distance and be able to control adds in PvE without getting to melee range. Should you need to take it into PvP for long range maps, you will easily be landing headshots from anywhere in the game. Next up is number 4, and that's a solar grenade launcher explosive personality. A weapon that truly matches its name, this solar grenade launcher is sure to ruin your enemy's day. Unlike traditional grenade launchers, this wave-frame grenade launcher from Season of the Risen fires a grenade that upon impact with the ground sends forward a wave of elemental energy to take out an entire horde of enemies. The most effective method for mass deletion is a damage perk paired with an auto-loading holster, making sure this weapon is ready to go after you use it. Fire off a run round, go to another weapon, come back, it's loaded, rinse and repeat. This weapon is also very useful in the current season with Weaken and Clear and Unstoppable grenade launcher mods. And if you don't want to run Wither Horde as your exotic or don't have it, this is an exceptional choice and must-have item going forward. Speaking of must-have items, next up is number 3 on our list, a linear fusion rifle Fire and Forget. Number 3 is Fire and Forget, stasis aggressive 3-burst linear fusion rifle released during Season of the Seraph, an archetype weapon currently ruling the damage meta due to their insane precision damage potential. This also has one of the best origin perks, Bestinger, which can randomly reload your weapon by doing damage strong solo and group damage buff. This weapon will take out enemies extremely fast. Stasis weapons are also a favorite element for DPS phase damage boost mods like Font of Might and Supreme Well Maker. It's a great time to pick up Stasis Element Linear Fusion Rifle that pairs well with any class or subclass. Next up, we have number 2 on our list, a bow under your skin. From number 2 on our list, we have a one-of-a-kind Void Bow from Season 16. Not only is it precision frame bow currently craftable, but it comes with a tried-and-true combination of archers, tempo, and explosive head. Bows are also used in higher difficulty PvE content and are great for anti-champions, paired with mods. This near infinite range and ease of use making very powerful for content like Grandmasters. And bows seem to be in the meta for higher-end content for what seems like an eternity due to always having mods available. So regardless of where the game is now or in the future, PvE bows are a staple, and this non-exotic allows you to run another exotic weapon and still pack a punch. Even in PvP, this bow can be incredibly strong with perks that reduce its draw time, letting you reach some insane time to kill and team shooting potential. Next up is an all-time favorite for SMG lovers and solar subclass. It's the Calus mini tool in our number 1 spot. Wrapping up our number 1, we have the previously sunset weapon returning with the Leviathan as a patrol zone, the Calus mini tool. This 900 RPM SMG brought back during the Season of the Haunted was re-released with a whole new perk pool, including some solar subclass synergistic perks. One of the best ad clear perks in the game, Incandescent, allows this weapon to shred through clusters of enemies by causing them to blow up on each other. Another benefit of this weapon is the Unrelenting perk on an SMG, which gives health regeneration for rapidly defeating targets. Combine the ad clearing effect, the ability to be ultra tanky in the solar subclass, this weapon is a must-have in your arsenal, though it can be a pain to obtain, so start working on the Season of Haunted now. Well gang, that's a video. If you got something out of this, please do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up. Check out my website, deltiasgaming.com, and the link in the description below where we have God roll posts for every single one of these weapons, along with builds, and we'll be covering the upcoming Lightfall expansion. And also be sure to check me out at twitch.tv/deltiasgaming, where my mom Tom claims I'm the best streamer alive. Thanks for watching.